Hello in TV land. It is your boy Freelancer Joe, and this is Traveling with Joe. Robotech, which is really funny because, as it turns out, I actually started my spiel, and then I realized I had to press record, which is all points to the fact that it's still somewhat early in the morning. Not early, like I'm used to. But apparently I'm still not used to this early. I've just had breakfast and I'm feeling pretty good. So what I want to do is something that I meant to talk about yesterday. And as somebody from the Western civilization and used to be hampered by comforts and technologies, I wanted to talk about power. So it may come as a surprise to people visiting the Philippines that are not well versed in international travel, but power outlets are a little bit different. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm looking at. Alright. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So this is your standard Filipino outlet. We are going to so this is your standard Filipino outlet. And let's see, I have something American. Let's see if I can plug it in. No, I cannot. So what am I supposed to do? That's a very good question. Well, what you're supposed to do is if you insist upon bringing your US style appliances, is you're going to want to get a two steps. We'll talk about the first one. But ignore the ball. So you want to get a adapter. I need to plug in here, right? And I'm going to go through a little extra steps. The thing is, in addition to the shapes being different, the electrical voltage is different too. In the US, voltage is 100 volts at 60 volts. That's the thing. Anyway, Philippines or Asia, it's actually 220. So, what we have here now is a watt converter. Now that in theory is going to downgrade the watts and allow us to go ahead and use it. But let's see, trying to plug it in here. Problem number one, even though I have this converter, you see that? It doesn't fit very well. But even if we put it in and turn on, nothing. Well, okay. So that's not a really good example. And that's because this particular, actually I think that outlet's kind of busted. How are we going to Oh yeah. We're going to the bathroom. This is better. That's actually even a much better example. Okay. So plug it in. And actually this one sticks better, so that's good. But turn it on. And you hear that? That's like barely working at all. And interestingly enough, in this one outlet, I can't actually plug it in. I believe. I could. Is this one? That's right, because I just use the adapter, the outlet directly. And this is why you don't want to use, or you don't plug in the things directly, or 100 watts into a 220 watt. Listen to this now. So basically, it's running like super hot. And if you run it at an extended amount of time, it's going to cause damage to the electronics, or to the appliance. And it's actually also a fire hazard too, so let me go ahead and look at it. Anyway, however, that is only for things that are rated at 100 watts. Now, a lot of international things, like for example, this battery charger is rated for, well, you can't see it, 100 volts to 240 volts. So it helps to double check those kinds of things. Same thing with this power brick for my laptop. So if you have appliances that are, or you have electrical goods that work within that range, then you're okay. The only thing you got to worry about is the adapter. And what I found, rather than buying individual ones of those little things, which is kind of expensive, is you get to your destination and then you buy a power strip, a local power strip, I see. And so this thing you just plug into your normal outlet, and then you can plug in all of your things. And with the added advantage of it being a surge protector too, is you kind of get some protection. And this one's pretty good. It's kind of universal plugs. So this is where I have my laptop plugged in. Also has USB ports there, so you can charge USB things, which is very, very useful. Very useful. So that's mostly power, and that's really what I can stop my technical difficulties were going to be. One was power. So, but with the USB charger, I can charge my phone just fine. And with that power strip and my battery charger, which works at 220 volts, I can charge my camera just fine, and I have been using my camera for things. And since my laptop is plugged in, I can edit videos if I take the time to edit the videos. So that is all good, I guess. Maybe one other thing we can talk about? Okay. So obviously when you're traveling, I mean, you're bringing a set amount of clothes with you, but you're not generally going to bring clothes that will cover every single day, because that's a lot of clothes. So you're going to bring clothes, and then you change and you get them clean. Now, there are many ways to do it. The very, very frugal traveler will just go to a store to buy detergent and then just wash them themselves in the sink, wherever they're staying at. So that is one option. What I normally do is, well, since this is a hotel, they do have a cleaning service. So yeah, you just tell them you want your laundry done, and then housekeeping will come, and when they make up the room, they also pick up your laundry, and then they go get it done. Well, that is not quite as convenient as you would think it would be, because you have to wait for them to actually come and do the rooms, do the pickup. And while you get the clothes the next day, what time the next day is kind of variable too, because it, again, depends on what time they come by. Actually, no, I take that back, because let's say if they come at the end of the day to do your room and to pick up the stuff, then you actually might have to wait even 2 days. So that's kind of iffy. And then the other problem is it's expensive. Relatively expensive, but they charge per item of clothing. So it kind of adds up, especially if you're going to bring like a week's worth and you're saying 2 weeks or maybe longer. But I did find a better solution. I thought I would just go to a laundromat and do it myself. But just down the road, there is what I thought was a laundromat, but there's a nice little service there that they charge 195 pesos for 4 kilos. So they charge by weight. And what you have here is about 3 days worth of clothing that I got done. And they do a real good job. And when they're done, this is my bag. But when they're done, it's all wrapped up. And this nice little thing here, okay, yep, right there. It's all nicely folded and clean. And the price was 195 pesos, 200, about $4. Which probably expensive by Filipino standards, but for me it's not bad, and it's done in 2 hours, 2 to 2.5 hours, so it's super fast and it's super convenient. And I mean, even if I get the let's say 2 loads done a week, that's $8 a week, so that's really good. Honestly, I think like one load would have cost me $10 if I was doing it at the hotel. So That's much, much, much better. And they have really nice machines too. I mean, it's a better washing machine than I have at home. Although right now they're doing renovations in my apartment, so hopefully I will have a better washing machine than what they have at the cleaning places, like the industrial grade kinds, smaller ones, but still. Anyway, we are at the 10-minute mark, so I think that covers everything I want to talk about the arrangements. So hopefully next up, we're going to actually have stuff outside of the hotel room. I definitely have videos already about other places, but getting them put together and then coming up with new stuff. But we shall see. Anyway, cool good words about liking and subscribing, commenting, and suggesting. And I hope you join me for the next one. And I hope I continue to upload next ones. But until the next time, take care and God bless.